hi. Welcome to my channel, Raushan Escapes. I hope you are having a good day.
Hi Raushan, how?
Yeah, it's been quite busy day. A lot of sessions, but I'm enjoying it. So before we continue it, let's introduce ourselves, shall we?
So my name is Akanksha, and my native place is Uttarakhand. I born and brought up, and right now I am living in Delhi. I am
Mm.
full-time homemaker, and I have a adorable daughter. And academically, I have done my graduation in Bachelor of Science, and I
Mhm.
recently enrolled myself in Masters in English from IGNOU University.
Nice. So you're pursuing English literature degree now.
Yes, yes.
So how's why the shift from science to arts?
Okay, so I have done my graduation from Uttarakhand itself, and I
Mm.
come from a rural area of Uttarakhand, and there was
Mm.
only one college in our
Okay.
area.
Mm.
The stream was only BA and BSc, and at that
Mm.
time I was not very aware about it that in which stream should I choose. So I thought
Mm.
maybe I should, because in 12th also I um, chose biology science, and then
Mm.
I went for BSc only without
Okay.
thinking too much about it.
Mm.
And after when I did graduation, after that I got to know that I am very scared of needles and all these things.
Yeah.
Actually, one day what happened, I went to hospital with my sister, and she has a daughter, and she was getting vaccinated, and
Yeah.
I was very scared after seeing all those things, that how they put that injection and all these things, and then I
Mm.
got to know that I'm very scared of it and I'm never going to do anything in this field. So
Nice.
I decided, yes, so I decided that I'm going to change now. And
Mm.
then I find out about myself that I am very fascinated towards English, and
Mm.
so yeah, that's how it shifted.
Nice.
And you learned English by yourself only?
Yeah, to some
Spoken English.
extent. Yes, but when I was in class 11th, I was part of a spoken class, uh, this institute where I got the exposure. So I had some idea that how to talk to people in English, but because of COVID, I couldn't continue it. But because of my interest in this language, I was fascinated by different stories, movies, books. So that's how I was able to comprehend the language. But this talking to people is very recent to me. I mean, it's been almost 1.5 years now that I'm doing it on the internet. But before that, I was scared of cameras. But now I'm enjoying it.
Yes, actually, I saw your oldest video, and I can see
Mm.
the improvement from then and now. Like
Yeah.
you started from, yes, I saw your videos, some like you were talking with your friends and
Mm-hmm.
having a conversation in English. So that is very inspiring journey. You were very dedicated to learn this language.
Yeah, I mean, I never paid extra attention to it. But the thing is that because of the exposure, the kind of media I was consuming, I was able to comprehend it. But no matter how much media you are consuming, producing part is difficult. So there is no other options. If you want to become fluent or you want to sound good, you have to practice. So if you see my older videos, I am quite nervous. I look nervous, right? Even my background is quite dark and it matches my personality in those videos. But after a lot of practice, I think I feel comfortable here and I'm able to approach people, and whoever approaches me, I'm able to talk to them.
Exactly, you have improved a lot, and it shows in your journey. And
Thank
you, I think this kind of like the way you were videos that right back then, and now your videos is very, the quality of your videos has improved a lot. So it
you.
sets an example for people like us who are learning this language, because like by the time you can definitely improve yourself.
Exactly. It's very easy to say you have to be consistent. And I think YouTube is a great way to track your progress. For example, if you giving me the example of how my videos were and how the quality has changed. So this is an example, right? That if you are consistent and if you are tracking your progress, you will be able to see that how much I have improved and where I was lacking and which area I need to still improve, right?
Exactly. I can totally resonate with you, whatever you are saying, because when I started my YouTube channel, I also started in the hope of that I can track my progress, and I after some time when I'll improve, I will see that okay, where did I came from and how I learned this language. So
Yeah.
that's how I started. Yes. So
It's a
you
great
are
reminder. You know what? I was comfortable in real life talking to people. Like I had some friends with whom I could talk in English, but how many days? Like how long will they talk to you? And you will eventually run out of things to talk about. But one day I decided it was January, and you know the motivation we get. You know I have to do something. New Year resolution. So I made up
oh,
my mind that this year I have to create videos. So I guess on the very first January I recorded a video about the books, and then I never stopped. Like every month I was recording a video, and because of reviewing those videos, that while you edit you go through the same thing and you are able to track your mistakes, right? So I think everyone who is learning anything, and they don't need to feel scared that what people are going to say. Just put your content on the internet.
that's so true. Sometimes we feel a lot that how people are going to react, they will judge
Hmm.
us, they will laugh on us.
Hmm.
I always wanted to create a YouTube channel, but I was stopping myself because I was thinking that people will going to judge me, they will laugh on me that what kind of content you are creating and all these things. But
Hmm.
in 2024, in June month, I decided that no matter what, I'm just going to make video and I'm going to upload it. And I was
Yeah.
very weak at the time in English. I just started learning English at that time. But
Hmm.
I recorded a video and I posted that video.
Hmm.
And that's how I started. I show a lot of courage, even though I was not able to speak very
Hmm.
clearly, or I was if I saw that video now, I feel like I had made so many mistakes. But
Yeah.
I think yes, you cannot, like some people think that we are not speaking right now, but we will speak when we are done with all grammar rules, and we will
Hmm.
learn a lot of vocabularies and a lot of fancy words and a lot of sentences, and then we one day we will automatically speak very fluently English. But this is not going to happen. You have
Exactly.
to, yes,
Yeah, and you know what? That being perfect is stopping a lot of people. I was one of those guys, you know, I wanted to be perfect. But then I realized that no, this is not how things work. You have to make mistakes. And, you know, there is something about creating art or anything, learning any skill. You have to let go of all the bad things, and eventually good things will start coming, right? So maybe you have to keep on pumping. There is a thing called quantity, you know, quantity and quality. It is debatable what you want to prefer more, but in our case English learning, I think quantity is also important, right? You have to keep on recording yourself regularly.
exactly, true, absolutely. I totally agree to you.
Hmm.
Like if you think that we will work on quality and we will
Hmm.
make videos, like if you are recording yourself, suppose, and if you think
Hmm.
that in 1 month we will record one video and that should be very perfect, and
Perfect.
we will speak fluently without making any mistake, but this is not going to happen. For that you have
Hmm.
to speak every single day for 10 to 15 minutes if you really
Hmm.
want to see improvement, and if you really want to be like fluent, you have to be consistent with it. And
Hmm.
actually what happened, why I'm saying this, because I experienced something.
Hmm.
I took a break for 6 months due to my responsibilities and because I have a baby. So uh, that's why I was not getting enough time to practice this language.
Hmm.
So I take 6 months break, and after that, one day suddenly I was trying to speak something in this language, and I remember that I am not able to speak a very simple sentence, and then I
Hmm.
thought that oh, I have lost touch with my fluency and I have to
Hmm.
restart again. So that's why I think consistency plays a very crucial role if you are learning English language. It is very
Yeah, I mean,
important.
it's a language. If you're not speaking it, if you're not using it, you are going to lose your ability. You know, I have seen a lot of examples from my colony that people learn Arabic, right? In Muslim community, we learn to read Quran and Urdu books, Arabic text. But what happens when you become adult? You lose connection with your religion or faith, and people stop reading it, and then they complain, you know what, I'm not able to read Quran, or not able to comprehend that. Why? Because you are not doing it regularly. So English is also a language, but if you are smart enough, you have to do it regularly, and you have to surround yourself, and I think you have done it right.
Exactly, we have to immerse ourselves. We have to consume so much content because we are not living in a country where everyone is speaking this language. So
Yeah.
we have to create an environment for ourselves.
Hmm.
Exactly.
So you are from Delhi. You are living in Delhi.
Yes. After
Uh,
got married, I moved here with my husband.
yeah. So how is life in Delhi? Do you enjoy being there?
Not really. I love Uttarakhand, and I think Delhi is very crowded and not for
Yeah.
me. I love Uttarakhand to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
And
have grown in rural area, so I love that calm peace and people are very warm and welcoming, very sweet, and
mhm. Delhi is completely opposite.
completely opposite. Everything is very hustle bustle and very
Yeah.
crowded.
Have you explored Delhi? Uh, Visited some places or not?
Yes, not too many, but nearby.
Mm-hmm. And are you studying for your masters? Like, are you going through the
Yes,
syllabus, the books, or the
I'm
text?
yes. Nowadays I'm making assignments,
Hmm.
and yes, there are some stories like novels. I have chose British novel.
Hmm.
So I think you are fond of novels, right?
Yeah, don't mention them. People are complaining these days that Roshan, you only talk about books. Actually, I have
Oh,
not recorded a solo videos about a book in a long time. I'm reading
oh,
this series, which is 5 book series, and each book is 1,300 pages. So I'm in the fourth one, and I have been planning. You know what? Once when I read the first book, I thought I will record a video. Then second,
oh,
third, and I'm in the middle of the fourth one, and I haven't recorded a single video. So I'm planning as soon as I'm done with it, I'm going to pump a lot of content. So
because
I
you have,
enjoyed.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Go on, go on.
I was just saying that because you have both the audience who wants to learn English and who are
Mhm.
interested for like books and novels. So that's why you have more
I don't
pressure.
understand why they're complaining. Books should be their first choice that to learn. This is what I believe. That if you want to learn any language, reading can be the best way or your best partner. Like how often will you meet people? I think
That's
it's a struggle. You message somebody, you wait for their response, you wait for your timing to match. But books, you can just open and read whenever the hell you want to, right?
it is because you love to read novels, but there are
Yeah.
some people who don't like to read, and for them it is a
Mhm.
big task to read.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people, and I also wanted to ask you this question: that what do you think? Which method really worked you to improve your language? And I think it is clear that it must be books, right? Reading books.
Yeah. Like I would say 40% books, 40% consuming other, like I'm a guy who loves movies, comics, every form of storytelling. You be it poems, novels, drama. So I have surrounded myself with this language. And then teaching people also helped me. When I started teaching young kids, the students from class 6 to 10,
Yes.
they helped me a lot because whenever I was going in the class, I had to prepare, and I was able to see the gaps, and that this is the area where I need to work. I could say the same thing in a different manner so that the students can understand. So reading, teaching, these two things help me to be conscious and continuously improve myself. What happens? We are motivated for a month, and we work, and then we stop. Right? We take a break, and then we don't want to return. But when it is your job, you can't take a break. Right? So that
That's
helped me having a job where I had to teach. It really made me like every day I worked on it.
okay. So, do you think that teaching is the best way to learn? Do you believe in this?
Exactly. If you see, there are so many scholars who talk about that if you are not able to teach somebody what you have learned, then you have not learned exactly.
True,
So,
that's true.
so this is a great way. If you can find somebody who is looking for help, then teach them. So what happens when you are teaching? You become responsible. That you take extra attention, you pay extra attention, and you are able to fill the gap. For example, we know that grammar is important if you want to sound good and we are not making grammatical mistakes, so there you have to pay attention. And let's say I'm teaching verb to you, so I am explaining some things and I'm not able to explain in a proper manner. So what happens, I will go home, I'll work on it, and next day I can teach you in a better way, right? So
Exactly.
as a teacher you have to always be open to learning things. You can't be arrogant or things that no, I know and I will not
You also,
learn.
right?
Sorry.
Yes, right. You after no, you gone. I was
No,
just
no,
saying.
I'm done. I didn't hear you because there was a lag.
Okay, okay. So I was just saying that when you are teacher, you have that pressure that you have to work a lot on yourself
Hmm.
to like if you are completely if you are like if you have explain if you want to explain something to
Hmm.
someone, you have to be clear with your all the doubts. Then only you
Yeah.
can explain that thing,
Hmm.
right?
That's the thing. Hmm. Okay, Akanksha ji, tell me, who are your favorite YouTubers? Like, whom do you follow regularly? Like from different genders, not from English learning.
Okay, so nowadays, to be honest, as I told you, I recently started doing 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks since 2 weeks I have started
Hmm.
like paying attention on my learning English, and I started this journey. Otherwise, I was on the
Hmm.
break for 6 months. I was not doing anything. I was just doing my household chores and
Hmm.
taking care of my baby because there were a few things which were happening in our life. So
Hmm.
it is a little personal which I don't want to share, but there was
Yeah.
something. Yes. So I recently started all these things and I thought maybe I should work on myself a lot. And
Hmm.
this is my fourth conversation with you. So I
Nice.
recently started making conversational video also. But which I follow, I'll tell you, I watch sometimes. I am a kind of person who is do believe in spirituality and all these things. So I
Hmm.
do watch Sadhguru
Hmm.
and videos of Sadhguru, and I watch podcasts, any random podcast which I feel
Hmm.
like I which I feel like manifestation and all these kind of podcast, I listen to them.
Hmm.
And then if there are some celebrities, their news, I love those kind of videos. So I
Yeah.
love watching movies as well. YouTuber,
Hmm.
if you'll ask me about conversational videos, so I follow Santha ma'am. Have you
Hmm.
had conversation?
Yeah, yeah. I had my first conversation with her, so because of her, I'm doing it regularly.
Yes, I also had my first conversation with her, and I think
Hmm.
and I why I chose her because I like the way she speaks with
Yeah, yeah.
smoothly and very nicely. So I really like her personality, and that's why I mailed her for the very first time. I mailed her only,
Hmm.
and then uh, Sunita Rawat, she's from Uttarakhand, and I love her.
Yeah. Hmm.
Right now, I am following you as well. So yeah.
Thank you. And yeah, talking about Santa ma'am, I have seen a lot of people who talk to her for the first time because her personality is so calm. You feel like, and she let people talk. What happens? Not everyone has this ability to listen, right? We just want to express ourselves, but she has this great ability to listen and respond. So I remember talking to her, and then I decided, you know what, I can also do it. So since then, I have been talking to different people.
When you speak with some kind of people, you get confidence, right?
Exactly.
Because she makes
Mhm.
and she makes you feel like yes, you can do it, you can speak. So I think
Mm.
that is her quality. So I
Yeah,
also get
exactly. Mhm.
and
You know what? I would love to continue our series, but I have to finish one video. Okay, I
oh,
have to edit
oh,
it and I have to upload it. I haven't uploaded a single video in 3 days.
okay,
And
okay, no problem.
about the topic, I really had great time talking to you. So about materialism, we will talk in a different session, hopefully, if you are ready.
Sure, sure. We will have
Mm.
another conversation, okay?
Yeah, for your
You have
channel, and maybe in future we can talk about some different topic. Okay.
oh, okay, okay. It was really nice talking to you, and I was very like nervous before that, but after having conversation, I didn't get nervous in between. I am
Yeah,
actually
thank you.
learning.
Hmm.
I
You know,
think
I'm not
everyone
very scary, guys. If anyone is watching, you are free to approach me. I not scare. I will not scare you. Yeah, it was
definitely.
lovely. It was lovely. All right, bye.